To give a perspective on this entire Kolar controversy, I am now being joined by my colleague Mohammad Wajiullah, who shall decode it for us. Wajiullah, thanks for joining us. Wajiullah, we see that this is a big rebellion, not that the BJP is, not facing, they're facing mini rebellions as it were, and many of them will come to that in a bit. But tell me something. It seems like the fight is not just about Muniyappa wanting Pedanna, that is his son-in-law, to get the ticket. The problem seems to be with Muniyappa himself, who's a very, very senior leader. And what I see it is that Ahmed and Muniyappa have been trading charges. He's saying, I got you into the party. He's saying, what are you saying, Muniyappa? You used to follow me around. So tell me something, what is the root cause of this? What is the root cause? Is it a surprise that Muniyappa and his son-in-law are new entrants, or it is there is personal animosity? Vaji.
Well, Sudha, one thing is clear. Chikka Pedanna may be the new entrant, but Muniyappa is clearly not the new entrant. He's been the MLA from that seat from a very long time. And it was only last year when there was an entire Modi wave when he lost it to another candidate called Muniswamy from the BJP at that particular point of view. But what we see right now is a crisis that's going to blow up out of proportion because almost all seats of the Congress has been decided. But as we heard DK Kumar saying that in the next 2 days we'll decide. If the problem is not that huge, they would not need 2 days. But yeah, from what we see right now, Sudhakar, the Higher Education Minister, then you have Chikka Gowda, and close to 5 MLAs and 2 MLCs. Naseer Khan, who's also the chief advisor of Siddaramaiah, also on the fray of putting the resignation with regards to this Kolar Seat. Now, from what we understand, that this is a power play between two big giants. One is Muniyappa and the other is Ramesh Kumar. Both of them are big leaders. Ramesh Kumar is also the former speaker, and it is said, I believe that the rebel faction, seems to be from the Ramesh Kumar side, who have been lobbying for somebody from the SC. The SC category to take part in the election. They believe that since 1962, the SC has not been given an opportunity from that particular seat where there seems to be very strong and where the community is large. So somebody from that community should be given the ticket with regards to Kolar and not somebody from the Muniyappa campaign. Especially the actual demand of the leaders is that anybody from the family of Muniyappa, if he is given the ticket, then they would give their resignation, and they had gone yesterday to give their resignation also, but they were stopped because they were told that the seat has not been decided. So this confusion is going to go on for another 2 days because the Congress is in a fix on who they have to decide, which has also made the JDS sit on the fences and watch the show.
Because the JDS, Vaji, has said clearly that we are watching what the Congress is doing and then maybe we shall take a decision. But tell me, Wajiullah, the Congress party apparently has done an internal survey and therefore distributed the seats accordingly, according to winnability. So far as Kolar is concerned, I mean, I know you will never punt on anything, but do you think that it is Muniyappa who has a better chance than Pedanna, his son-in-law, or you think the Congress may rethink the Kolar seat yet again, Wajiullah?
So with this rebellion that's going around right now, one thing is sure that the Congress has been put to a position where they have to rethink the Kolar situation. Whether the winnability factor was something that mattered or not comes in the secondary place right now, because what has happened is that the largest section of the Congress party, which was supposed to be as the support group for the Kolar seat for the candidate, they were supposed to go around and do all campaigning for the candidate, seems to be having an infighting right now, and they're completely against the candidate. So this may cause a dent to the Congress candidature because their own leaders may start working against them. Now, with the rebel leaders going to the extent of resigning, clearly gives you an extent that the situation is already a little out of hand. And then DK coming out and saying that in the next 2 days we'll solve this issue also gives you an indication that yes, they're not in a position to make either of the groups understand on who's going to win and who's going to win. Now, when it comes to Muniyappa has been part of that constituency from the last 20 years, and he's been winning that place continuously. Now, what has happened is last time when the election happened, he lost the seat to BJP. But that seat now going to his son-in-law is something that the party has been, the leaders, the local leaders have been against. How will the Congress try to quell this dissent is something that only the Congress
All
knows. So
right.
that's something that we are not able to say.
Exactly. And Vajula, do stay with us because there is yet another kind of a rebellion, and this time around in the BJP. Lingayat seers in Karnataka have called for replacing Union Minister Prahlad Joshi as the candidate from Dharwad constituency for the Lok Sabha elections. Fakira Dingaleshwar Swamiji, the pontiff of Fakireshwar Mutt, said that the Mutt heads have told the BJP leadership that the MP needs to be changed. Now, the Lingayats constitute a majority of voters in the Dharwad segment, while Joshi is a Brahmin. Veteran BJP leader B.S. Yedurappa has also ruled out any plans of changing Joshi as the candidate. Meanwhile, Joshi said he will meet the seer and clarify some of the misunderstandings between the seer and himself. Let's go back to Vajullah and try and understand this. There are two things to it, of course. One is that Vajullah, the seers of these mutts are very, very influential people, particularly when it comes to Lingayats. You know, so tell me something. I mean, let's not look at it from the prism of caste alone, because Joshi is Brahmin, as Mr. B.L. Santosh is. But here, what do you think? Because what I was reading in several newspapers also is that the seers say that Prahlad Joshi insults them in the past, has insulted them, has not heard them. Or is it that the seer himself wants a ticket for himself and stand? What is the real story?
Well, the Sears also fighting for a ticket has been something that has been talked about recently, because they've been seeing how the Sears in North India have been coming out and being a part of the political circle. Now, with regards to the Dharwad seat right now, no Seer has come out openly and said that it should be given to them or sided with them. But what we're seeing is that this is going to be a very sticky wicket for the BJP, because the Lingayat, which is essentially a BJP supporter, a BJP voter, will now be made to rethink, because the top seeds of that particular area have come out and specifically spoken against Prahlad Joshi. Now, Hubli, Dharwad are two seats that come together for any party that fights with it. Now they've gone and welcomed Jagdish Shettar in the Hubli constituency, and they've said that we welcome you back in the BJP. You are somebody who is missed. Now that because he's come from the Lingayat caste. Now, Prahlad Joshi, again, like you mentioned, comes from the Brahmin community, and the Lingayats have been asking that somebody from their community should be given a ticket. If not from their community, somebody from the Seeds should be given a seat, so that they can also be a part of the polity, like how they see Seeds in the North being a part of the polity. And now Yedurappa has gone on to say that there won't be any changes with regards to seat. Now the Seers have come to a position where they had a meeting with close to 40 Seers last Wednesday, and they said that we are giving the party time till 31st of March. If that has not been decided, then on the 2nd of February, we will all sit again and decide what will be the next course of action. Now, it remains to be seen how the BJP is going to find a solution with regard to this, and not make sure they do not dent their vote bank also, which is
All
the
right.
Lingayat vote bank. And the other thing is they do not dent Prahlad Joshi's candidature also, because he's also a very big leader. He's a union minister too, somebody who has a very good clout in Delhi, who's a close confidant of the Prime Minister when it comes to the operations of Karnataka. So how will the BJP, especially the Yedurappa faction, make sure
All right.
that
Okay.
the Lingayats are put into this thing?
All right. Thank you very much, Mohammad Wajullah, for joining us on this broadcast.